Good evening. It is shaping up to be a decent night, especially after we had our perfect night in the NHL, our second straight perfect night on the ice. 3-0 mark on Tuesday, and that was fairly large, especially for the all-access players. They get that 3-0 in the NHL. That really propped up our Tuesday card. So another reason why you should get involved with an all-access pass. We'll talk about that a little bit later. The public took a bath tonight with all four of the biggest percentages of money bet going down, and that starts with Texas A&M getting 90% of the money. They lost outright to Arkansas. Miami of Ohio was crushed by 19. They were getting 89% of the money as a 3.5 point favorite. Tennessee got by Missouri by 5 after getting 81% of the money as a 12-point favorite. And finally, Wisconsin squeezed past Maryland as a 7-point favorite. They won by 4 after getting 80% of the money. Welcome to Against the Public. I am Dana Lane, back from a road trip to San Jose, San Francisco, Stockton, Oakland. I went everywhere this past weekend. I appreciate you bearing with me, and we're back to do some videos again. Very interesting trip. It was awesome. I got to see San Jose State up close against Wyoming, and then I saw UNLV play the Pacific in baseball, a doubleheader on Sunday, and then of course the Golden Knights and the San Jose Sharks yesterday. So I appreciate everybody allowing me to have the ability to do that. So without you, I can't go on the road and do those things. And I really, once again, just came back feeling very strong about my opinions about all four of those teams, all four of those board teams that I was able to witness. And I'm going to do that again next month and try to do that as much as possible. I used to go on the road quite a bit, but COVID happened and a few other things happened, so I wasn't able to do that. But I love that. To me, being able to see the teams live is absolutely an edge for me. So tonight, once again, we've been able to analyze early betting patterns by the public. We've done that with 3 more free college basketball plays for Wednesday, with 2 of them going against the public. One of them, I think we agree with the public, and the other one, I think there's no movement on it. There was for a second, and it came back again, but we'll talk about that in a second. Before I get to your free plays, I've already had my college basketball plays for Wednesday locked in, my top 3 college basketball plays. And of course, it's always just $49.99 to get a massive discount off the individual game price. And of course, those 3 packs always come with our Pick Dawgz win guarantee that states you must profit or receive an immediate site credit for the purchase price. And if you don't want to get involved with the individual plays or have to, get back every day to try to get involved with a 3-pack, just simply get an all-access pass, which gives you every single one of my plays for one low price. And you can get a 30-day pass for $13.13 a day, a 90-day pass for less than $10 a day, and an annual pass. You get every play from now to next year for one low price, and that's just under $100 per month. So a great deal on those. Grab the credit card, put it in, let's roll the sleeves up, let's absolutely get to work. You've seen what we've done in 2024. There is no need to go anywhere else. Just follow me all season long, or all week long, all month long, or all year long. Just get involved. And thank you to everybody that has. Yesterday was overwhelming, and I'm very thankful for everybody that did follow me. And we're gonna make sure that we take all those people that put their trust in me, and we're gonna make sure that we make you winners. And that's what we're gonna do starting tomorrow. Anyway, if you guys are on the fence a little bit, yeah, I'm still struggling with my voice. It's coming back. It's getting there. And sometimes I have to take a little bit of a pause to get it back. But I'm getting there. This is the weirdest thing. I usually, not to go off on topic, but I usually lose my voice in December. And that's because I did UNLV hockey games, that broadcasted their hockey games for 6th season. Right around December is when I started to lose my voice. This year, it's a little bit later, and I don't do that anymore. But it's a little bit later, and it goes away for about a month or so, and then I get it back, and everybody wishes I lost it again. So anyway, if you're not a all access member yet, here are the reasons you should be, and these are updated every single day, almost to the hour. These numbers might be just a tad off of what they are on the website because there was some games pending. But guys, I'm the #1 handicapper on this website. I have 2,634 units won. That is not me patting myself on the back. That is telling you exactly what the numbers are, telling you what it is, and telling you why that you should be involved with me long term. Over the last 30 days, all access customers have won 56.1% of their wagers, plus 1,872 units won, #1 amongst cappers with at least 150 plays. And of course, over the last week, after absolutely on fire, 58.3% winners, 574 units won. And college hoops this year, plus 1,353 units. If you just followed me from day one to now, you'd be up 1,353 units based on a $100 wager. 55.1% college basketball winners, plus 1,733 units over the last 90 days. 58% college basketball winners over the last 30 days, plus 1,070 units. And of course, I'm on a current 16-8 run in college basketball, plus 715 units. And the NHL, like I told you, absolutely firing up right now. 61.1% winners in the NHL over the last week. So let's get to your free games before I can't talk anymore. We'll start it off 6:30 Eastern Time, 6:57, 6:58. St. Bonaventure, the Bonnies -6 and 145 against the Salle Explorers. The Bonnies have been pretty decent this whole season. They've been a really good cover team, but they were coming off that tight win against Davidson in overtime as a 7.5-point favorite. Did not cover in that game, and despite that ATS loss, they've still managed to cash 5 of their last 7 games. LaSalle broke a 5-game losing streak in that win against UMass, but I think they're going to start another losing streak again tonight. Bonnies have covered 5 of the last 7 meetings. They're in a small revenge spot, depending on how far you want to go back, but they did lose. The LaSalle did take out the Bonnies a year ago. So some people got long memories, but there is a little bit of a revenge spot in this game. And we know this is usually the time where the Bonnies start to really take off. The Bonnies have been a terrific team in February under Mark Schmidt since 2016, 48-20 in the month of February. So I'm going to take the Bonnies here -6. Game number 2. 6:30 Eastern Time, 6:59 and 6:60. Illinois Fighting Illini -7.5. 157 is your total at the Penn State Nittany Lions. I'm jumping all over this because both of these teams are easy over teams, but I thought we'd be seeing a total in the low 160s. But I guess after talking to some people, I kind of understand what their angle is on this, and I still look at this number, and I still think it's a little bit of a trap number in my eyes. I love this angle because when you have two teams that can put up points like we have here, you can bet that both Brad Underwood and Mike Rhodes are focusing on playing well defensively. We can't, though, overlook a massive factor in this, and I'm a little bit surprised now after, speaking to some people, I am a little bit surprised that the number is even 157. At first I thought it was going to be a little bit higher. Then after, talking about the situation at Penn State, I'm like, wow, 157. Okay. Of course, we know that Kanye Clary is no longer with the program, and this was not something that was Clary's decision. He evidently has been kicked out of the program. And when you take your leading scorer off the team, especially at that next game, people are looking around for leadership. And when we're looking at a total of 157, unless Illinois completely blows them out and pulls Penn State over that total with them, I don't think Penn State, I think they're going to really focus on defense because there's no more. I mean, there's no more scoring. There's nobody to lean on. Clary was an absolute talent. We will see him again, but not to divulge too much information, but you get hurt. You got to work hard. You got to do the things that are expected of you. You got to act accordingly, and when you don't, you no longer are with a Division I program. So we're going to go under 157 in this game. Game number 3, 7 o'clock Eastern Time, 661, 662. Coastal Carolina Chanticleers at the Georgia State Panthers. Panthers minus 9.5 and 153.5 is your total. Until the game against Marshall, we saw the Chanticleers cash 5 straight overs, and then the odds makers jacked up their total to 156.5, and that, of course, broke the streak. The Panthers have been an reliable over for most of the season until cashing 4 straight unders of late. This series seems to bring out the best in both teams. We've had 3 straight overs, including that easy cash 3 weeks ago with Coastal Carolina beating Georgia State 85-83. Yep, it took overtime, but certainly got over that 150.5 mark. I expect them to do that again in this one. I don't think Georgia State is very good defensively. At times, I think they're lazy. At times, I think they're sloppy. That's why their opposition gets to the free throw line 20 times a game. We need this to really get off to a good start because that's where the Panthers are at their worst. They don't get off to good starts, and I think that if Coastal Carolina can put up at least, if they can put up 40 in that first half, we are more than on our way because actually statistically Georgia State gives up more points in the second half, but that usually is the case with most teams because of the following and what happens down the stretch. But that first half has always been very concerning, and that's one of the reasons why it's one of the reasons why to me Georgia State is an underachiever. And when you allow teams to get to the free throw line 20 times a game, and if they hit 70% of their shots, I know that's a little bit high, but we're still looking at 14 to 15 extra points a game, and that's just on an average. I just think this team, if you watch them move their feet, there are times where they're just out of place. They overcommit. They're not in position. They don't square up to the shooter. All these things don't get a hand up. All these things, I see these little pockets of time where I just cannot lean on them to play well defensively. So I'm going to go over 153.5 for our third game. So that does it for your 3 plays for Wednesday. Now go to pickdawgz.com. Get involved with my college basketball 3-pack for just $49.99. And, of course, that comes with our Pick Dawgz win guarantee. My all-access passes are out there right now. Get a week, get a month, get a year. Whatever you do, please make sure you get involved. Just stick with me the whole entire year. Stick with me through the ups and the downs. And I guarantee at the end of the year, you will absolutely see your bankroll grow as you have already. I guarantee that this was going to be my best year ever. And so far, so good. I know we're only about a month and a half in, almost 2 months in, but man, what a start. So make sure you join me for the rest of 2024. So let's have a great week. Let's recap our free plays one more time. We're going to go with St. Bonaventure -6, Illinois, Penn State under 157, and Coastal Carolina and Georgia State over 153.5. So that does it for today's show. Thank you to everybody who continues to help make this show grow. And for Against the Public, I am Dana Lane. All the best to you and your wagers on Wednesday. Now I got to go find a drink. Have a good night, everybody.